You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to this if you have not, and let's enjoy this one. So today at exactly 4 p.m. Ghana Black Stars will be playing away. So at 4 p.m. Ghana will be playing away from home in Monrovia against Comoros in that second group game of the 2026 World Cup qualifier Group I. Now Ghana initially won their game against Madagascar at the Barbara Sports Stadium by a lone goal. Inaki Williams got that one, and Comoros also had a very good one against Central African Republic, winning that game by 4 goals to 2. So at 4 p.m. today, we decide which of the two teams will go on top of Group I. Don't forget, Mali also have 3 points in that. All right, so let's dive into some head-to-head before we come to the things that Ghana needs to do against Comoros. The first thing is that Comoros is a side that have a good win against Ghana. Last time out in the 2021 AFCON, they beat Ghana by 3 goals to 2 in that Group C encounter where Ghana ultimately had to finish last of that group. So Comoros in recent times have a good run against Ghana. Now, in that group there was Gabon, Comoros, Ghana, and Morocco. Ghana had the last spot in that final group game. Now, Chris Hughton is yet to lose a competitive game as Black Stars coach. Don't forget that he lost against Mexico and the United States of America, but those were friendlies. In a competitive game, he's yet to have lost a game. So all the 3 wins that he's had thus far, it has been at home. So at home against Angola, Central African Republic, and quite recently Madagascar. So yeah, Chris Hughton is yet to also win a game away from home. He's had 2 draws away from home. So yeah, Chris Hughton is also yet to win a game actually from home. All the 2 games he's played away from home, he has managed 2 draws out of it. So his win record away from home is also a bit of a suspect. Now, coming into this game, Comoros are also on some very good form. Earlier on, they had won 4-2 against Central African Republic. Actually, they're on a 3-game unbeaten streak. So they also played a 1-1 draw with Zambia, and they won against Cape Verde by 2 goals to 1. Now, the last time out they played in a qualifier game like this was in 2015, where we're playing for the 2018 Russia World Cup qualifiers, where unfortunately Ghana could not make that one out. In that last time out, it ended goalless, so the scoreline was 0-0, a favourable scoreline for both of the teams. But today, at the Omnisport Stadium, 4 p.m. exactly, Ghana will also be playing against Comoros. The territory is very unfamiliar. I saw the stadium and it looked more like the Cape Coast Sports Stadium that we have here in Ghana. Not too many of a crowd be in attendance, but hey, Black Stars are still away from home, and away from home, Ghana does not do very well under Chris Hughton. At least we don't pick a win, but we also do not get to lose. So it's going to be KG if you ask me. Now, these are the top 5 things I think Ghana should do in order to win. Now, the first thing is that we need to get the right things first. By right thing first, I'm talking about our lineup. We need a certain Ashmeru in the team. We saw the game he played against Madagascar. He came on in the second half and he changed the entire game. We need him to be playing for us in that first half. So he needs to start in the lineup and he'll be that outlet.
Oh, I can say first half when they're not saying bonus. I just can't have coach
will be giving out those passes to the forward line players, especially to Mohamed Kudus, to also progress the ball and create some dangerous chances for Comoros. For Ghana against Comoros, So we need to do that. We need to get him starting outright. Now, the second thing is to feed Inaki Williams with the right supplies. Inaki Williams is a player who has been very criticized in Ghana, especially because of his poor run of goal scoring form, by his Madagascar goal. getting to that, I mean, before that, we were criticizing him for his lack of goal scoring and prowess in the jerseys of the Black Stars. But of course, you cannot say that without talking about the supplies that go to him. We saw the cross from Gideon Mensah, which was pinpoint. You know, such pinpoint crossings, you do not have a lot of work to do. You just have to aim right and then just direct your head, and you have the goal. And that's exactly what he did against Madagascar. So we need to feed him with a lot of balls, put him in the same positions, and put him in a goal scoring chance. And once he gets that, he's not going to slick. Now, the third one I'll talk about is our style of play. We need to be consistent. We need to know that under Chris Hughton, we are not going to get that free-flowing, fluid football, if I should say. But we also need a game plan. We need to understand that now the system that we should play is to be based on our wingers, because those are the most dangerous players that we have in our team. A time ago, we used to boast of our midfield. The midfield used to be the strongest, but now it's the wingers. So there's a certain Enes Nyama, there's a certain Kamaldeen Sulemana, Osman Bukari, Joseph Pencil. These are the guys that we need to deploy. And if we need to hit Comoros, especially in the first half, just as Ghana has always been, the story has not always been good for us in the first half. We need to correct them, and to do that, we need to use our wingers effectively. Let's deploy them well on the flanks. Let's start on the front foot. Put Comoros behind, and let's lock them in the spaces where they cannot get out. This is what we need to do. So the fourth thing is that we need to get our game plan right. We need to start using our wingers. They are the most effective group of players that we have here in our team as it stands now. So coach needs to do that, and he needs to do that very, very well. The fifth thing that I'll talk about is the most important for me. That is the structure of our defense. We cannot allow the midfielders and only the defenders to do the defending for the team. It's not going to work that way. So Daniel Amate is out due to injury. He's going to be replaced by Nuhu. You know, this is a guy who's coming into the team. He has not played so well with the likes of Joseph Edu and the rest of the centre backs that we have. So we are going to have a lot of communication problems, if you ask me. But then we need to communicate, and we need to do it right. We need to defend as a unit. We need to defend as a team. So the forward line players, in my opinion, they should be joining the hearts of the defense. In the event where there's a defensive transition, we need to do that. We need to defend as a unit. We need to defend as a team. And when we do that, I know that we will pick good points away from home at Comoros. So these are the 5 things that I'm suggesting out to Coach Chris Hughton. Let's look at these things. And if we do these things, I know that definitely we'll get the points against Comoros. Thank you very much for joining me. Drop your comments. What do you also suggest? What do you think we should do ahead of the game against Comoros at 4 p.m. at the Omnisport Stadium today? Thank you very much. Subscribe if you have not, and give me a like if you like this video. Bye-bye.